suck. You suck. You suck.
Thor, he's back. That kid on the TV just called me a dickhead again.
Dude, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What's going on, guys? Add the card Ed here, and today I have the IRONCLAW RGB wireless from Corsair. This is a pretty cool mouse, and I know I just did a desk tour that featured my Logitech MX Master for productivity mouse, and also my Rocane Cone Amo, which a mouse that I do love, but it's wired. So as I was wrapping up the whole review for the desk tour, I was like, man, why can't I just go wireless completely with both my productivity mouse and gaming mouse, and potentially just have one mouse in general. But I still like to mix between the MX Master, because MX Master is nice, but it doesn't have that game responsiveness as it would with the gaming mouse. And so the first thing I did was actually take it out of the box and played Call of Duty Warzone. And I had these buttons set to different things, but I noticed when I was looking at the IQ, which is the Corsair's platform to control the settings for all the Corsair peripherals, and the mouse was disconnected. Why? And so then I went to the internet, of course, and I found that other people were actually having this issue as well, and I just couldn't figure it out. So when I was, obviously when I took it out of the box, I saw this little dongle and did my research as well. And apparently this is supposed to be connected to the USB when you want to go to wireless mode, and you can set this on top of your desk or somewhere near the mouse, so it's still wireless, but it can have better connectivity to the dongle, that little USB dongle that you put on there. But for some reason, with Call of Duty, it was doing that regardless, and it was disconnecting as if it was going to sleep mode or it wasn't available, and it would just go back. And I tested it with 6 games, and none of the other games or none of the other applications had a problem except for Call of Duty. I just couldn't figure out why. And so I just couldn't figure it out. But we'll get more into that. Right now, let's take a look at the mouse and all the buttons that it's featured and what it looks like right now.
So this mouse features 10 buttons. You have your DPI adjust up and down to raise or lower your mouse sensitivity. Then your standard in most mouses, the forward and back for browsing. And then there's this option button that's left open with no functionality out of the box that you can assign to whatever you want. And normally where I see the DPI buttons is where this profile up and down is, to switch profiles up or down to different button configurations for your mouse that you have in your IQ. Then you have your standard left and right click, and your mouse scroll up and down, and also your mouse scroll button as well for the last and final button. So let's go ahead and listen to what all these buttons sound like, or the mouse sounds like. Alright, so I tested 6 games: World War Z, Destiny 2, Titanfall 2, Overwatch, Apex Legends, and of course Call of Duty Warzone, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Now, each of these games I played for 30 minutes with the new mouse, and 5 out of 6 I had no problems. It was very responsive. The IQ, you can see in the right vertical screen, I have it open for each one of the games, and it doesn't disconnect. It stays just perfect. But just under 4 minutes in, the Warzone disconnects, and like, it's so weird. I don't understand it. Like, I'm just 3 minutes into the game. I've played all the other 3. I got all the way down to Warzone. I've restarted the computer, I brought it back, and I just don't understand why it disconnects. And this only happens in wireless mode, regardless of me actually having the USB on the little dongle, or that USB dongle connect directly to the PC or not. So it doesn't matter how close that transmitter is to the mouse, it was disconnecting immediately, and it was within 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, so when the mouse becomes unavailable, like you see in that screenshot, basically what it does, it turns this mouse with 10 buttons into a regular mouse. So all the additional buttons here, the back forward and back button, the additional option button, the DPI profile buttons, are all disabled, and I can no longer use them, and I only have the left click, right click, and mouse wheel and the mouse button press. So that's kind of inconvenient, but again, that's only in Warzone, so it's leaving me a little conflicted. Do I keep this or not? I have a few more days to keep this and return it. I guess within those days to try to figure out what and why it's doing that, and only in Warzone. So I have a small suspicion that it could be because it's taking up so much CPU usage, it's losing it, but it can't be that, because all the other games are pretty, kind of around the same thing, but I just don't understand it. So tell me what you think in the comments. If you have a solution to what I'm having, a problem I'm having, I've seen it in forums, but I can't find a solution anywhere. Let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you think about this mouse. I like it generally because it's a palm mouse and it feels great when the way I hold it. But just with that one issue, this disconnecting issue is really bothering me and it's leaving me a little conflicted. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, go ahead and hit give me a little thumbs up below, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That'll be a very big help. Now, thank you so much again for watching. If you've gotten this far, hope everyone's doing okay. Catch you guys on the next one.